Thank you. You see, thank you are two very common words repeated unconsciously, but are surprisingly in the bottom 50% of most popular words used. Think about that for a moment. Now, the word thank stems from the Latin word tongere, and the root tong means to think, and the original way of expressing gratitude to someone else was, I will remember what you have done for me. Ever since I was young, the word thank you has had ongoing change and become a reflex. With every stage in my life, the coming and the going, the word thank you has evolved. It began with, thank you for tying my shoes. Thank you for brushing my hair. Thank you for teaching me golf. Thank you for driving me to school every day. Thank you for being there for me when I was feeling low. Thank you for accepting me for who I am. As I reflect on the various levels of gratitude, I'm beginning to become aware of its deeper meaning. It is specifically from the past 4 years of my life where I have now recognized a true sense of gratitude and what it is to express a genuine feeling of thanks. I am truly grateful for the opportunity, acceptance, experience, connections, and opportunity I have and continue to have. However, before I can go any further with the speech, let me bring you back to grade 9, where I attended my previous school. It was 2015-2016 school year. I was to be in high school, meet new friends, have new teachers, and play on various sports teams. But I was unaware my luck would change. I truly didn't know it yet, but 2016 would become my best year yet. It was a big change. New uniform, new faces, new teachers, new school, Appleby. Where to begin to explain my feelings? It has only taken 3 years at Appleby, my final year, and quite honestly, probably writing this speech, to realize the tremendous impact this school has had on me. You see, in grade 9, I was unable to find myself involved in a group. I struggled to make sincere connections or find genuine opportunities for success. I even noticed that good friends I knew for years merely felt like acquaintances. A feeling of hopelessness and loneliness soon consumed me because I didn't feel a sense of community or acceptance. This ultimately affected various components in my life, like how I talked to people, my confidence, and my performance in school. I was unaware I was changing myself to conform to a puzzle I clearly was not designed for. Halfway through the year, I was presented with an opportunity to switch to Appleby College. Initially, I didn't realize how important this opportunity was because of my grade 9 perspective and feeling of a know-it-all, despite having never made a big decision that could impact my future. I immediately refused the offer. I let my fear overtake my emotions and rational thinking. What was I thinking? This was an amazing opportunity. I am thankful for leaving myself open to change and all the possibilities it presented and will present in the future. I must admit, the campus tour was another persuasive tool in my mind. I was just too stubborn to admit it at the time. After applying and going through the process of tests and interviews, I finally received the good news I would be attending Appleby for my grade 10 year. Looking back now, being senior 2, I can honestly say I couldn't be more thankful for what Appleby has provided me. Community, experience, acceptance, and personal connection. Important assets that I believe will help me move forward. Now, Temagami was a force to be reckoned with. What an amazing experience. And now for the upper twos in the room, even there are no upper twos, Temagami is worth it. To be given the opportunity to experience true simplicity is a gift. Living for 6 days in nature with only the lowest level of necessities has allowed me to take a step back and reflect on how lucky we are. The relationships and connections I made were foundational, but these friendships only became stronger with passing years. Yes, it was cold, but now I realize it's to forget about the small issues that bothered me there so I could celebrate the bigger achievements. Like being able to work as a team, to navigate, cook over a fire, sleep in Quincy's, and walk under the night sky. These basic experiences gave everyone a chance to achieve. In working together, we built a stronger sense of self. This is what helped me create stronger friendships and relationships in the next 2 years. So thank you, Appleby, for sending me on an unforgettable adventure, allowing me to build skills, see potential, and build friendships through such an amazing experience. My time here has been rich with vibrant culture, being immersed in diversity, and I've been able to forge friendships, travel, and share in different cultures and stories that have occurred far beyond the borders of Oakville. Being here for 3 years, I've been able to be part of a school community that feels like family. It is here in this environment to be able to express my emotions and thoughts freely. It is part of the Appleby community where I've never laughed so hard, but also spoken my opinions with conviction, whether right or wrong, but more importantly, feeling safe to do so. And currently, it is the people in this community that allow me to feel like it is my home away from home. I find my gratitude through my ongoing school experience has only been enriched by my placement in Polls. Now, Polls boys. It has been a rush. I have enjoyed my journey with this house, and it's something I will never forget. Being a Polls boy has also been an ongoing joke in my house. My dad and my grandfather were collie, so the teasing between red and yellow is subtle, but it occurs often. And it's hard not to smile or sometimes laugh at myself when thinking of all the memories I've had and yet to make. I've cheered alongside my friends, ran quite a few kilometers for a good cause, won games, lost games, and showed our passion for our house. We have chanted and openly worn colors of yellow and black on our backs, and this is what I've longed for. This is what I've taken part in, and this is what made me feel like I belong. But more importantly, it is a big reason that I will remember my experience long after I graduated, and it's difficult to not reflect on this and feel such a deep sense of thanks. But it's not only the fun that I'm grateful for. It is the memories of experiences I've had with students putting away their differences to be able to come together and show how much it is to stand as a unit rather than an individual. I believe in this, and it is something I try to live by every day. And boarding at Appleby, I get to experience living with 72 other boys of different ages and backgrounds, holding various opinions and perspectives. Although we have differences, we come together to strive towards the common goal of happiness, success, and kindness. We recognize the importance of unity and teamwork and continuously embrace the differences and similarities presented in each and every one of us. I am very thankful to be part of a group that will face opportunities with integrity, responsibility, effort, and hope. And I've learned to try and live by the concepts of brotherhood, teamwork, and support. So thank you to Appleby and Polls for creating such an environment that has allowed me to freely express my spirit and emotions. And to be part of a house where I can call all of you my brothers, and for bringing a sense of community and opportunity into my life. To the 14 other amazing people I always spend my Mondays with, and to the rest of you, and you know who you are, thank you. Acceptance is a large part of development that a person needs to take risks, feel safe, and move forward with confidence. Thank you for accepting me for who I am, even if you had to watch one too many magic tricks. My friendships have let me be who I was meant to be. Everyone that has been involved in my life, past and present, has taught me a very valuable lesson. Accept people for who they are, and don't let anything influence your ideas of others. This ideal, when I embraced it, has somewhat become a compass for me to learn. I am grateful to have the opportunity to surround myself with people who try to spread love, acceptance, and a feeling of safety. So I encourage you to share how acceptance has benefited your life in the past and apply it to the areas that it can be practiced that we don't always think of. Acceptance, I have learned, can change perspective of people and situations, and I'm grateful for recognizing this as I move forward and figure out this thing called life. Psychologist Carl Jung once said, "What we resist persists." So if the alternative to accepting is resisting, thereby potentially prolonging our pain and suffering, why do we do it? I'd rather accept because something beautiful might happen. So thank you to the range of friends, my 2 advisors, one couldn't be here today, he's in Temagami, all my teachers, there's too many of you, and Miss Vasileros for joining me along my journey and for accepting me for who I am, but more importantly, teaching me how to accept myself. And overall, writing this speech was difficult because there's a ton of things I realize I am grateful for, but it was too hard to articulate all into 10 to 12 minutes. However, there is one thing that stands out, and it is the three people sitting back there. My grandparents, and especially the collie boy himself. Thank you for the opportunity of a lifetime. Thank you for being my backbone, my top supporters, all the while being my best friends. I am so blessed that you encouraged me to transfer to a place that has allowed me to grow and become who I am today. I believe Appleby has provided me with those missing key pieces in life, and I couldn't be more thankful. And to the rest of you in chapel, reflect on what you might be grateful for, and to allow for changes to guide you through different paths in life that might lead to beautiful outcomes and endless success. Do not let stubbornness or irrational thinking cloud your judgment. Do not make the same mistake I almost did back in grade 9 that could have cost me this whole experience here at Appleby. So be grateful for what you have and what is given to you, and thank you for taking your time to listen to me. Now will you all please rise and sing hymn number 565.